everybody, welcome back to Project Happy Home. For those of you who are new here, I'm Tanya, a doctor, lawyer turned homeschool mom of 3 kids ages 9, 6, and 4. If you're interested in videos about secular homeschooling, raising a child with ADHD, and living a more essentialist lifestyle in general, you've come to the right place, so don't forget to hit that subscribe button. In this video, I'll be telling you about my mom me time favorites, and I haven't done a mom me time favorites video in quite a while, partly because life got busy, but also because, honestly, they aren't some of my most popular videos. And I think that's because as moms, a lot of times we put ourselves last. And the point of these videos is to change that, because moms are people too. And that is sort of the tagline of these videos for me, because I really want to honor the fact that moms exist quite apart from their roles as wife and mother. We are not just mothers. You know, we were women first. We are women still. There should be things in your life that give you pleasure and education and encouragement and enrichment completely separate from your role as a mother or as a wife. And I just want to honor that. That being said, I derive a lot of pleasure from my roles as mother and wife, so if those are the things that are giving you pleasure this month, those are the things you're focusing on in your me time this month, that is totally fine. I would love it if more people would join in with mom me time favorites. My friend Serena over at Falco Family did a mom me time video recently, and I was so happy that she did, and it sort of inspired me to do my own again, because it is really important to think about what's bringing you joy, and if it involves your kids, that's great. But I would love it if people would join in and share things that are not just homeschooling supplies or, you know, books about how to be a better mom and things like that, but things that are just for you alone, you know, things that are giving you pleasure and joy. All I'm saying is that we are people too, so jump in and join in on these videos if you feel inspired. I would love to see more about what my friends out there in YouTube and in the world are doing to make themselves feel better as people, because moms are people too. So that aside, I'm just going to tell you some of my favorite things right now. Now, I am a highly sensitive person. I encountered the term highly sensitive person, I would say, in the last 2 years, and it has really revolutionized the way I think about my reactions, how I approach things, why I get so upset or irritated at like increases in noise level or just too many people touching me, etc. And it's really helped me be much more compassionate with myself about why I have sometimes an exaggerated stress response to increased levels of stimulation. That being said, I'm a homeschool mom. There is a lot of increased levels of stimulation all day long. My children are very loud, they are very exuberant, they are impossibly happy most of the time, or extraordinarily sad about something horrific, like having to do math. You know what I'm saying? I know you know what I'm saying. Enter in literally the one product that has revolutionized my mothering and my quality of life in general during a particularly highly sensitive day for me during homeschooling, and that is Eargasm earplugs. The name is hilarious to me, Eargasm, you guys, but they come in this delicious little box, and I ordered the smaller earplug size. You have some options, so I love that it's like a little Tiffany colored box. It's like Tiffany for a highly sensitive homeschool mom. So the actual earplugs come in 2 different sizes within the box itself, even though I ordered the smaller size. So you get the filters, the actual little filters that attenuate the sound within one of them, and you have this other little package of earplugs that are even smaller if you need to use those. And you can just remove the filter from the first ones and put them in these. I haven't needed to use them. The first size seems to be working fine for me. It also comes with this cute little stainless steel keychain container, and that's where I store my earplugs. I love that it's on a keychain because you could technically take them with you if you go to a loud place like a trampoline park or something. So this is what a single one of these earplugs looks like, and you can see the little blue filter inside it, and that's what actually attenuates the sound. They are very, very soft. They are soft silicone, and they don't irritate at all. They have this little tab on the end, if you can see, that sticks out of your ear, so it makes it really easy to like pull them out. When you put them in your ear, they are completely invisible for the most part, depending on where you put that little tab, and then you can just pop them out. I clean mine with a little bit of a alcohol wipe and just put them right back into their handy dandy little case. I cannot tell you how much I have loved these and what a difference it makes for me in just calming my anxiety when the noise level gets high here. The thing I like about these best is that they are earplugs that allow sound to come through. So it attenuates the higher pitch frequencies and the incredible noise that's surrounding you while still maintaining sound fidelity. So you can still understand what people are saying. You can hear your children, you can respond to your children, but it is just not so loud. Apparently, air traffic controllers use these, as well as people who work in concerts and things like that, people who work in airplanes, like stewardesses, because they have this continuous noise, but they can still hear what people are saying. So I love these. I think they run about $33. They are pricey for earplugs, but you can reuse them over and over. They are meant to be just kept and used. And I've had them for about 6 or 7 months now, and I love them. Like, they have changed how I parent. That is how effective they are. Because one of the things that they do is, because you have these earplugs in your ear, if you've tried earplugs, you know that feeling of sometimes talking louder because you hear yourself speaking softer. That awareness, that feeling gives me a softer voice when I talk to my children, because I'm aware that I might sound louder to them than I sound to myself. So I talk even softer. And that is something I'm striving for as a mom, you know, that more gentle tone. So it does that, makes me talk more gently, just because of that feeling of like something stopping my ears. But it also makes me more gentle in my heart towards my children, because their noise level, their natural childhood noise level, does not affect me as much, and it doesn't enrage me as much and make me feel as anxious and sort of put upon. So if you are a highly sensitive mom and you're surrounded by kids all the time, whether you homeschool or not, I think these are a great option to try for you. For a like $30-ish investment, you can at least test and see whether this actually affects the quality of your parenting. I cannot recommend them highly enough. So I love everything about Eargasm earplugs, from their little Tiffany blue box to just the fact that it affects my mood so significantly. And some days, like if I'm having a bad day, my husband will even say, "Did you put your earplugs in?" So that is how much of a difference it makes. I really do recommend that you test it out. For a $30-ish investment, you can see whether just reducing the amount of noise in your life makes you into a more peaceful parent. I think that's a great deal. So definitely a favorite. My next Mom Me Time favorite is the Dr. Sam's Flawless Moisturizer. Dr. Sam is a dermatologist based in the UK, and right now you can only purchase this from the UK. It runs about £25. You can buy it from her website, which I will link down below. This is in no way an affiliate post or anything. She doesn't know I exist. She does have a YouTube channel of her own, and I will link that down below as well. She gives great advice, and I've enjoyed her channel for a while. So when I heard that she came out with a moisturizer, I thought I would check it out. And I love this moisturizer. I like it better than any of the Drunk Elephant moisturizers I've tried. I like it better than CeraVe PM, though I still think that is your best drugstore option. And it just has a great ingredient profile. I wrote some of them down so that I can tell you specifically why I love it so much. It is a shea butter based moisturizer, which, as I've mentioned before, is a great occlusive ingredient. It helps create a shield on the surface of your skin that prevents that transepidermal water loss. It has this really nice texture. It's not too heavy, it's not too light. It also has a lot of polyphenols in it. Those have antioxidant potential. A lot of skin moisturizers will have polyphenols in it though, so that's not like a standout ingredient for me here. One of the standout ingredients for me in this is its concentration of niacinamide. Niacinamide is one of the most researched ingredients, particularly for people with hyperpigmentation and fine lines. It has been noted to be really helpful in people with melasma, just hyperpigmentation. Like, it helps stop that process of melanocytes, which are the cells in your skin that create pigment, from sort of packaging that pigment and putting it in the wrong places in your skin. Niacinamide has also been shown to improve redness in people with sensitive skin, rosacea, so it has that benefit. It has also been noted to be an antioxidant, so it could be helpful in scavenging those free radicals off your face at the end of the day. That being said, you know my feelings about antioxidants, because keeping them stable enough to do their job in on people's skin, not in a lab, is sort of neither here nor there yet. But I really like the ingredients in this. It is fragrance free. It is non-irritating. A lot of moisturizers can be irritating to my face. This was not at all. I loved its thicker texture. It is significantly thicker in texture than the CeraVe PM. It is a little bit thicker in texture than Protini as well, I think because it is shea butter based. It was so nice and like rich that I did not feel the need to put on my ride or die marula oil at the end of the evening. And so I experimented with not using the marula oil, because the marula oil I buy from Drunk Elephant is rather expensive, and I did not see any ill effects. So this might become my ride or die, you guys, and I will forego my Drunk Elephant marula oil, which I did not think I would say. I really, really love this. It's kind of dry out here right now. It's still cold where I live, so we'll see if it still suits me when the months become warmer. But I really like it right now during these cold, drier, you know, early springtime, late winter months. So you'll probably pay about $33 or so plus shipping and handling to get it over to you. I really love this. I really recommend it. I'm really excited by how much I loved it. So let me see if it says anything else for you. Yeah, 5% niacinamide is what it has. The ingredients are basically water, shea butter, and then a lot of other humectant ingredients and stuff. So it has a really great profile. If I haven't talked about it before, moisturizing ingredients basically fall into 3 categories. You have your humectants, which draw water to the surface of your skin, your emollients, which kind of smooth the surface of the skin, and your occlusives, which create a shield to prevent that transepidermal water loss. And this pretty much has all 3, because you have the Shea Moisture as a really good occlusive. You have humectants like glycerin, which draw that water to the surface of your skin. And you also have like that emollient quality from things like dimethicone. A lot of silicones and products and stuff will create a nice little occlusive kind of emollient quality. A lot of natural plant oils will do the same thing. I love this. I can't say enough about it, honestly. This might become a ride or die for me. I will go through 2 bottles of it and see, because that'll be a good like 2-month progress. I'm still working through this one, so I think it'll last me probably about 5 weeks or so. I love it. It is my nighttime moisturizer. So after I wash my face, I basically put on a layer of hyaluronic acid, let that set for a second, and then follow up with this. I have no complaints. I wake up and I can honestly say that my skin still feels moisturized, which again is a rare feeling. So really one of my favorites. I can't wait to see whether it stays one of my favorites. And my last 2 favorites, you guys, this month are this journal and this pen. If you are a Charlotte Mason fan, you know what commonplace books are, and I purchased this journal in particular to be my mom commonplace book. And while the children are doing copy work, I could do some copy work as well. So let me show you that again. This journal has these lovely little latches and this gilded kind of pattern on the front. It's about this thick, and the latches open in this lovely way. And the book opens, it's made by Paper Blanks. The pages are nice and lined. It has a really good size for me. I don't like my commonplace books to be too gigantic, because then they're hard to manage. The paper is beautiful to write on. And enter in my pen, because I wanted to have something special about my commonplace book, something that made it like especially fun to write in. So this pen is actually by Lay Pen, which I've never tried before, and I really love it. One thing I don't like about it is that it's so thin. It's a Japanese pen. It's very, very thin to hold, but it writes so beautifully, and I bought it in this beautiful, beautiful color, Oriental Blue. So if you can see from the page, the color comes out to match pretty much the cover of my journal, and it has this lovely bluish tint to it, this peacock blue color, and I love it. It's like a fine felt tip pen. It's similar to Micron pens or Stadler's. So if you like that type of feel, I think you'll like this one as well. And yeah, those are my favorites for the month, you guys. I am so excited to continue writing in my commonplace book. I'm really trying to increase the amount of time I consciously spend doing these beautiful things for myself and not just creating them for my children. So I encourage you guys also to Do a Mom Me Time Faves video, share what's been making you happy, things that have nothing to do with your children or your husband or washing the dishes or anything like that. I value your time, you guys. Thank you for spending it with me. As always, I wish you the very best day.